Hey, Dom here, weight loss coach, and today we're going to be talking about how to determine a healthy weight. So this is part two of the first part video of how to determine your healthy weight. And in that video, we were going over certain important factors that might play in. So it was talking about gender difference, it was talking about height difference, talking about age difference. All those components and factors will play in how to calculate and find your healthy weight. If you haven't looked at that video, please do. This video, we're going to go a little bit more in depth and how to calculate that based on some of those factors. So what I'd like to do is pull up and share that lesson and how we went over how to determine your healthy weight. So we're talking about the gender, height, age, and all those factors and how they play a part. But then also now some of the tools and ways that we calculate our healthy weight. So first one is a really standard tool, BMI, stands for body mass index, which is a height to weight ratio. Some of the pros, it's really inexpensive, easy to do at home. You can use a chart and we'll also go through the calculation. But some of the cons, it's not gender specific. It doesn't account for body composition, such as lean muscle mass. So it's not accounting for all those factors that might play in. It's a pretty decent kind of calculation and score, especially if you're more sedentary. It's not really good for bodybuilders or high athletic performing individuals. But let's touch on that. So healthy BMI score is 19 to 24.9. Overweight score is 25 to 29.9. And then anything over 30 is considered in the obese category. So here's a standard BMI chart. So you can see you can just pick your height, and then you go over, find your weight, and then that would put you in one of the categories, and up top would be the score. And then down below it's saying healthy weight, overweight, or obese category, so you could find that if you're not familiar with the BMI chart and how that works. Calculation, now you could find to the exact tenth of a pound. So to calculate your own BMI score, we're going to use an example of your weight. It's got to find your weight. For this person, it would be 140 pounds, and also your height. 5'5", so that's a total of 65 inches, so find it in inches. So using this English formula, which is converted from metrics, which is usually a standard for this, but we'll do English formula. And you put in your weight times 705, and then you pretty much square your height in inches. And then you'll find that, and you'll divide it, and then you'll find your total. So the body mass index for this person, in this example, is 23.3, and that's within the healthy range. So recommended body weight based on the BMI calculations. So we could find that. So again, desired BMI, and then you got to know your height in inches again, and then we're going to go to also use the number 705. So if you want to get into 25 BMI, it'll be the first part. So that's about, for the same person who was that height, 65 inches, would be 149 pounds. So almost 150. Then if you want to have a 22 BMI score, to get down to 22, it'd be more like 131 pounds. So again, it's not gender specific. So again, men can carry more muscle mass, again, leaner, and that could play a difference as well too. It seems like a lot for the BMI calculation and score. Sometimes men are a little bit underweight, women a little bit overweight, and that tends to do with muscle mass. So again, not 100% accuracy, so it just depends because it's not playing with those factors. But again, using all these calculations can help you find a more accurate healthy weight and where you should be at, and also put you in the disease risk category as well. So waist to hip ratio, that will help you do that. So weight to hip ratio compares the circumference of the waist 1 inch above the navel, the circumference of hips around the buttocks. And then the waist to hip ratio is a good way to determine the level of excess weight being carried. So in this example, someone's waist was 29 inches, their hips were 37 inches. For gender, this is female, so we use this calculation, circumference of waist in inches, circumference of hips in inches, waist to hip ratio 29, over 37 inches, so it'll be 0.78, and that'll put someone in a healthy range. So let's look at that chart now. So again, male and female, so there's a difference there, so that's good, a gender specific here, where we can find a healthy range. So like unhealthy, so that would be towards being more overweight or not carrying your weight properly. So it's really weight carrying, distribution, and disease risk. And again, this will touch, so location of fat is a better predictor of increased risk for disease than total body fat. So again, this is we're also calculating where we store our fat. So android obesity is apple shape. Fat stored in the trunk or abdominal area, that's the most dangerous kind of fat. Instead of gynoid obesity, so pear-shaped, it's fat stored around the hips and thighs. So individuals with abdominal fat are at a higher risk of heart disease, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and other conditions. So that's the visceral fat. That's fat around our vital organs, like heart, liver, so that's not a good distribution of fat. That's, you especially want to be reducing your body fat, holding fat in the abdominal area. So again, recommend body composition based on percent body fat. So again, looking at percent body fat is an indicator too, because you can have higher muscle mass. If you're weightlifting, if you're more athletic based, that BMI chart's going to put you most likely definitely overweight, might even put you in the obese category, but you can have a very good body fat percentage, because that's going to play a difference. Again, to differentiate between fat mass and lean muscle mass. So again, you can see with the age differences here, again, age is going to be a little bit higher because they're going to carry more body fat, just because the lean muscle mass is going to be harder as you get older. Again, especially if you haven't been in a really good strength training routine to help preserve the muscle mass or even try to put a little bit more muscle on. That's why it's so important to incorporate weight training just in general health, and especially in a weight loss program, and just to help. That's really important to maintain weight for sure. So that's how we have it. So I hope you like this video and on how to determine your ideal body weight. And again, like this video, please. Just share it, of course, for anybody who's looking to lose weight and really struggling to kind of find like what's my ideal body weight, and help kind of clarify things up a little bit more. Also, if you haven't done yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you can get other updates on videos really similar, all towards geared towards weight loss. So I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time.